It kind of broke. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
You are now here at the round table. Joining me is Mr. Frank Flores, Chad Fisher, Peter Perez, and Eric Summers. Today's roundtable discussion topic is going to be transparency. As you just saw with the WikiLeaks documentary, all the WikiLeaks publicity that's going on right now, transparency is a hot topic within the media and just within social circles. So we figured we'd talk about transparency. First off, as Peter just brought up, why would we not want transparency? Why would the U.S. government not want transparency? Pete, what do you have to say about that?
Well, transparency means that they have to really watch what they say every moment, every time, every day. They get in front of an audience of people, and typically they've got to do everything politically correct. Finances get involved, monetary support, special interests. They'll shy away from people who are honest with the public. Come on, if they told you the truth, a lot of the things that are going on today probably wouldn't be going on. And I mean, in the horrible thing, the atrocities that are going on, they probably wouldn't be there. And it'd be safe to say that things would be much different if they were subject to transparency. Hey, let what you like with scientists, they put up their work to peer review. I like to think that the government would like to put what they say up to peer review. Our opinion of another country, is it valid? Is it based off of any kind of fact whatsoever? So now their first initial reaction is kill the messenger. Wipe him out. Why? Because he's shedding light on things that the government and politicians don't like.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, it's such a bad thing. Why are you spreading this information? Why are you spreading this information? And no one's like, what? Why are you doing the things that they're writing about?
I know.
Exactly.
You're putting the blame on him just for exposing you. Like, you're the one committing all this shit documented in these papers. Like,
Call him all these names, label him a terrorist.
I've noticed some of the more outspoken critics are also the ones that are having dirty laundry that's being aired. With Sarah Palin having a hidden email or a secret email that she uses to communicate with people. Those emails have been aired. Hillary Clinton, some laundry was aired on.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud of the hackers, man. The hackers have really come through. You know, I was wondering for a while, where were the hackers at? And they really showed their presence with the whole MasterCard stunt. I was really felt proud about that.
I did too.
That's awesome.
I did as well. So we have a phone caller. We're gonna go ahead and take this phone call and see what's going on and keep the discussion going. Is that cool with you guys? All right. All right, so.
Who we got?
Caller, you're live on Zeitgeist Live. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, caller, we're going to put you back on hold.
And,
Wait, did I hear something?
A whisper?
Hello?
Maybe we need to go tight on me while Eric turns up our monitor.
I'll just do it.
Okay.
Thanks, bro.
But we were talking about transparency and everything like that, and it's pretty funny that they, like you guys were saying, that like they do want to kill the messenger and everything. You know what I'm saying? We're getting this shot.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get you in the shot. We're working on the audio.
But we got emptiness over here. We're pretty informal show. We'll just pretty much get up during the middle of a segment, walk around, walk in front of the camera.
Let's go ahead and get down low.
But it's funny with transparency and stuff like that. Like you guys were talking about, they do want to kill the messenger and everything like that. And I think it's safe to say that this country is not about transparency. No matter how much Obama or whoever else is elected next gets up and rails about how the virtues of transparency we're still not going to hear it. We're still not going to get it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a travesty because how can you have these people vote and stuff like that, and then they're not informed. How are you not going to be informed and then asking these people to vote and take part in democracy and everything like that when they're not even informed as to what the hell's going on?
Actually, regarding transparency, I think that the government does do a lot of things out in the open, but people are not just paying attention anymore.
That's very true.
We've been distracted a lot by our media and a lot of things that are just nonsense, as you've been pointing out lately. So as much as we would demand transparency, they are leaking. I mean, not leaking, just outright telling us a lot of things that no one really pays attention to anymore. And it goes to the failures of our news media and a lot of other things. So as even the things that they are keeping secret, everyone is claiming that we already knew all this stuff anyway. So it's I think what they're doing, they're being vicious against the nerd upset the bully and
just
the bully's gonna
questioning
come
authority
out.
in general.
I gotta say, Doug Millette left a comment on Facebook the other day that said, "And the geek shall inherit the earth."
That's right.
I thought it was good.
That is funny.
Yeah, it is good. Caller, if you'd like to try again, call back in. We'll try to get you live right now. I think we just had maybe we fixed our audio issue. We shall find out though if you call back.
But going back to your original question, why they want to keep things non-transparent? It's for authority and control. I mean, the person who knows what's actually happening has more control over those who don't.
This could work in their favor. The divide and conquer scenario is playing right into their hands in this, because they're creating a wedge between people who support the government's claims to knock this guy out. We need to whack him. They're blatantly saying this over the air, over the media. If they said that about another politician, maybe it would change.
Now, what perpetuates this this desire or this propensity to keep secrets?
Well, it comes down to the fundamental issue is the desire to have power. They don't want an informed constituency. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to say in general. In general, why do we keep secrets? We don't want to hurt people's feelings.
Because we do bad things.
Because we do bad. We don't want to hurt people's feelings. I think a lot of times it's to maintain differential advantage. A lot of times there's a monetary incentive there, and if you're completely honest and forthcoming, you may not be able to make $1 or something like that. So I feel like the monetary system reinforces this need to not need, but this propensity
to withhold all the information.
Well, yeah, but the monetary system was there before. You know what I'm saying? So I think all of this
scarcity.
Is a product of the monetary system. When your main goal is to make money and to create, like you said, a differential of advantage
through exploitation.
This is what's going to happen. You can't tell everybody what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
I understand that, like you were saying, that there are things that are out in the open that people aren't paying attention to and everything like that. I totally agree with that. That's totally true. But obviously, also, if they told us everything that went on, it'd be a lot harder to sell this
war
system of exchange
government to everybody.
Yeah.
It's amazing the level of information they do have to give us for us to be sold on an idea too.
Yeah.
They just have to make up some bullshit like something that just sounds good, and we just gobble it up and swallow,
I did.
Yeah, I know.
I did. I remember reading some magazine article or some magazine that was talking about how brutal and what a brutal dictator Saddam Hussein was. And I remember reading it going, man, we need to go in there and free these people. I support this. We need to go in there and free these people.
But
now the WikiLeaks, these things that are coming up in the WikiLeaks is like tens of thousands of casualties are going unreported in Iraq right now.
Of course.
Did you hear about exactly what the CIA and everybody didn't report in that is that Saddam Hussein was planning on going with the euro and instead of the U.S. currency.
As a reserve currency.
That's a big no-no, according to our government and what the kind of control they have in all the world banking systems.
Deal breaker.
Read John Perkins' books. You know what I'm saying? Man. He talks about this very same issue and sheds a lot of light on it as a person that was involved in these types of discussions and the killing sprees and the assassinations that were carried out under essentially his watch while he was working for these branches of government, essentially corporations.
Yeah, man. I like to not just I like to bring things into the micro level as well as the macro level. So in transparency, I appreciate transparency in people that I communicate with, that I keep close to me, that I have friends with. I try to be as transparent as I possibly can whenever I'm expressing myself to people or whatnot.
Even when you're at your lowest moment.
Yeah.
People tend to be way more closely knit together and inseparable when people are honest with their faults as well. It's like if I'm having a horrible day and I try to confide in you because of it, I feel like I have your support now. You and I can talk about that and problem solve. And we just came together and just solved the problem because I was being honest with you.
Yeah, I would be much more likely to trust somebody, an organization, a government, if they really truly were transparent.